First, I'd like to thank all of you for coming out, in particular, a couple of our elected officials, of course, Mayor Krewson for coming out, a couple others who couldn't make it but represent our community, State Rep Riley Price, Alderman Jeffrey Boyd, Alderwoman Shameen Clark-Hubbard. Thank you for everything you do for our community. And not only are we here to celebrate our ribbon cutting of the Bayer YMCA, which we actually opened in June, but we're also here to celebrate partnerships and community. We're extremely proud of our newly renovated space for many reasons. Additional programming allows us to continue to serve the North St. Louis community and many of the challenges that we face. Whether it be violence, food deserts, chronic disease issues, the Y continues to be here for the communities that we serve. This wouldn't be made possible without the generosity of Bayer. Because of their partnership, we're able to provide a new STEM Teen Tech Center, which offers a variety of STEAM activities, including robotics, coding classes, STEM camps, STEM days, and STEM nights. Our youth now have the ability to be hands-on with science and math and develop lifelong skills. In addition, an increased enrollment in our learning labs programs will allow students who are underperforming in math and English. Our new fitness programs will allow more individuals to take part in the Y's blood pressure self-monitoring, diabetes prevention, and other chronic illnesses to meet the growing needs of our community. A STEM-focused community kitchen and our expanded community garden can now provide more education, food outreach, and healthy eating resources. Our expanded child care services and new family changing rooms provides a safe and constructive environment for families and youth to ensure the Y continues to be a place for all. None of this will be made possible without strong relationships and partnerships with our friends at Bayer. We appreciate your continued support of the Y, and we look forward to creating a better future together. At this time, I'd like to introduce the CEO of the Gateway Region YMCA, Mr. Tim Helm.
Well, good morning, and let me join Marcus and echo Marcus's comments in thanking people for coming out today. Particularly appreciative of Al Mitchell from Bayer, the mayor who's joined us here this morning. Certainly with COVID, it took us a little longer to get here, and it looks a little different than we would have expected when we had our groundbreaking at the end of last year. But it doesn't make today any less of a celebration. It doesn't make today any less important. We are so excited to get to this point and be able to do the ribbon cutting and really open back up and welcome the community back into our Y. You know, this YMCA has a long history of service in this community, and we've served this community from various locations since the early 1900s. Our partnership with Monsanto, now Bayer, really started in 1981 with the naming of this facility, and today is just kind of the next step in the iteration in that relationship. And it is incredible to us and to me that we're at almost a 40-year relationship point with Bayer supporting our Y, and how meaningful that is to our Y and how meaningful it is to our community. But beyond financial support, Bayer continues to support in a number of different ways, including volunteers, where we have a number of Bayer employees who serve on our corporate board and serve on our branch boards and committees and volunteer for things throughout the Y. It really does, this opportunity in the naming really does speak to their commitment to community and their reinvestment in our community. In addition to bricks and mortar and the renovations and what we're unveiling today that we're so excited about, Bayer really started the YMCA in STEM programming 12 years ago. And with that push, I think about the thousands of lives of kids that we've been able to impact through STEM programming that really started at Bayer's suggestion 12 years ago. And Marcus spoke to both the STEM Teen Tech Center, the STEM-focused community kitchen that's going to allow us to continue to expand programming and serve this community in even more ways. We're so lucky to have the support of Bayer in this YMCA and in our community. As you look out over the last few years, the numbers of people served at this Y really has grown, and it continues to grow. And with, again, the support and the reinvestment we've been able to make at this time, to really be able to step up and meet some of the most pressing needs in North City and in this community is really important to us. I also want to mention that this is the first of 11 different Y renovation projects that we're doing as part of a multi-year capital campaign. And it was very intentional to do this one first, and we're so proud of the work that Marcus and his team do in this community. And we think it sends a wonderful message that of all the projects that we could have done, we chose to start here in North City. So that was important to us. This investment will really allow us to continue to serve kids and families for generations to come and really ensure that our Y remains a safe place in this community. And for that, again, we are very grateful. And now I'm honored to introduce a really good friend of the Y, a really nice ambassador for the St. Louis community from the Bayer Company, Mr. Al Mitchell.
Good morning. You know, following Marcus and Tim, they've said pretty much what I have on this sheet. But I'm going to repeat a few things because I think they bear worth repeating. First, let me start by thanking Marcus for the strong leadership that he's shown to the Bayer YMCA. I also want to acknowledge all the elected officials that attend here today. On behalf of Bayer and the colleagues that are here with me this morning, I am very honored to be here to be a part of this momentous occasion. Today, we usher in a new chapter in our partnership with the Gateway Region YMCA, its members, its families, and the communities, a partnership that began in 1981 as Monsanto. A partnership that continues today as we celebrate the grand opening and renaming of this facility as the Bayer YMCA. Almost a year ago, many of us were here for the groundbreaking ceremony, yet little did we know what was to come. A pandemic that today, as we celebrate, continues to impact minority communities disproportionately and has called into question the importance of science. But it's this very issue we are dealing with that highlights the importance of this investment in organizations like the Bayer YMCA. In line with Bayer's commitment to a vision of health for all, hunger for none, I am extremely excited about the addition of the new STEM Team Technology Center and the Community Kitchen. These renovations will allow for the engagement of kids and their families in STEM-related activities, address food insecurity issues in the community, and enable more programs targeted toward addressing chronic disease prevention that afflict too many African Americans, including diabetes, high blood pressure, and obesity. Health and education are inextricably linked throughout one's life, and we know if we do not provide the tools and engage kids early, it is much more difficult to get them to change their habits and increase their engagement as they mature throughout life. When it comes to science and STEM in general, we know there's a deficit of kids, especially kids of color, healthy living, youth development, and social responsibility. As a kid, I benefited from these services offered here, and as a former board member, I know the importance of this facility to this community. I want to end by thanking Marcus again, Tim, Wendy, and all the YMCA staff for their partnership and the commitment to the North City community. And at this time, I'd like to turn the mic over to Mayor Lyda Krewson.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to say this morning to commend again Marcus, to commend Tim, to commend Al for recognizing the importance of this facility. And I'd also like to recognize Senator Carla May, who is here this morning. Give him a little wave, Senator, because you are in her senatorial district here this morning. So good morning, Carla. Thank you for being here. On behalf of the City of St. Louis, it's an honor to be here today with you to celebrate this newly renovated and beautifully renovated Bayer YMCA. The Bayer YMCA has been an anchor in Hamilton Heights, West End, Visitation Park neighborhoods, and the Central West End and DeBoliver Place neighborhoods for the entire St. Louis community for over 100 years. Partnerships like this one between business and nonprofits are so important when finding ways to come together to support the needs of the communities that we all serve. This updated facility is beautiful. I did get a little sneak peek of it a little bit earlier. If you have not seen it lately, you will be your breath will be taken away. It is so fabulous. The improved programming, though, the collectivity, this new YMCA is able to address many of the needs of the St. Louis residents and families. The Bayer STEM Teen Tech Center is an amazing space. It'll provide programs related to science, technology, music, math, and leadership development. Importantly, this is a safe, nurturing place where teens and youth will want to go after school, where they can learn to see positive and reach their full potential. The community kitchen, expanded community garden fill a critical gap in helping families provide healthy eating resources. Through the investment from Bayer, the Y is now able to also provide expanded health and wellness services and education to assist folks in making healthier lifestyle choices. The Early Childhood Center and the Family Changing Rooms also help create safe spaces for youth and families. Early Childhood Center will care for 16 kids when it opens. I understand they're just waiting now on some final approvals. And they have a bit of a waiting list. So all of these improvements together will go a long way towards improving the outcomes, fostering a sense of belonging and building a healthier future for thousands of Y members and community members. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you to the YMCA. Thank you to Bayer for having me be a part of this special occasion. Thank you for continuing to pave the way for a better community. Your support and your partnership, the Gateway Region YMCA is able to expand its presence and continue its long history of service here. And I see some of the patrons or clients here this morning that I've known for a long time. Manfred Zettel and Patricia Buckley are here this morning, and I know many others of you probably work out here or use the pool here, but these expanded services are going to be so helpful to the users of this Y. Thank you, Bayer. Thank you, Marcus. Thank you, Tim. Really appreciate this. Is a big asset for this neighborhood. Thank you all. One, two, three.
Woo!
There we go.
Even after all this is done, it takes people to facilitate this, and my staff has been great in welcoming people and being excited about what we do for the community. So just big thanks to everyone. At this time, we're going to close the program, but anyone who would like tours, feel free to come inside. We'll do small group tours, ensuring social distancing, and we can show you all the new facilities and all the new amenities that we spoke of. Thank you again for coming out. God bless, and have a great day.